Hello, welcome to another vlog. We're not that far from home at the moment. We're out the motorhome and we're in Kent, near Sittingbourne, on a little 5-pitch CL site called Little Norwood Farm. And I'm going to show you about, this might be a 2-part vlog this. You might be getting good value for money on this one. Not that it costs anything, because it's free to subscribe, like and share and hype. There you go. Good or not? Anyway, let's show you what I'm looking at. It's lovely here, and let me explain what's going on. So, as you might have noticed from that first shot, I've had a beard-related accident. My beard was getting really long. I thought, I'll just give it a shave up. So I'm shaving, like trimming it up, and I've heard, I thought, oh dear, that didn't sound good. Looked in the mirror, I've shaved half my flipping beard off, and the only way to get round it was to get rid of the lot. So I had a face like a baby's bum for a little while. Anyway, as you come up this lane, it's a farm lane. This is a campsite. Now, when you come from Sittingbourne is chaos. Flipping chaos. We went to Morrison's there, which does LPG, by the way. And it's flipping chaos there. I'm like, oh, God, get out of here. I went into Morrison's, there's flipping people everywhere. Oh my God, security guards outside Morrison's. That gives you a bit of an idea, doesn't it? And we come out here and I'm thinking, oh, blimey, where the bloody hell are we? Because Sittingbourne's just over there. It's not far. It's like 5 minutes. Drove down this great big long farm track to here. And this is what you're looking for, Little Norwood Farm. Now, a couple own this called Matty and Barbara. They are flipping lovely from start to finish. You contact them. Barbara usually does the emaily stuff and you book yourself in. It's, what is it a night here? £25 a night. Meter on electric, but we're on batteries, so probably won't cost us nothing for electric. But you miss this one where the lodge is and go down to the next one, which is where I'm going to take you now. Now, when you get here, look at this, look. 500 odd acres they've got of farmland. Over the back there is a fishing lake. Just where them trees go down now, there's a fishing lake there, but you have to get a ticket off of Matty, just in case the gamekeeper catches you, and you can just show him your ticket. But it's carping now. Might go and have a fish, but it's started to get windy, and apparently it's going to get flipping windy and rain over the next 2 days. Lucky, aren't I? But Matty's got eggs, he's got chickens. So, when you pull up, Matty comes out to meet you. What a lovely bloke, can't do enough for you. Tells you all about the area. Oh, look at that, oh, flipping hell. Nightmare. He'll come out, see you in, and give you, well, he did us anyway, give us half a dozen eggs out of his chickens. There you go, breakfast on me, he said. That's all right, isn't it? I like things like that. And he's a really nice bloke. Really nice bloke. And the campsite is mint. As I say, it's set amongst like 500 acres of farmland. And you're literally, I think from Morrison's, it took me 9 minutes to get here. Sorry if it's windy, but it's windy. It took me 9 minutes to get here from Sittingbourne Morrison's, which is flipping, oh my God, done my head in. And you're in this lot. It's well good. And I got Raven out, took him out for a little walk. There is a footpath just past the campsite that you can walk down to that fishing lake. I might go and have a look. Anyway, here we go. Welcome to Little Norwood CL site. It's an adults only site, and underneath adults only, it's got quiet site. There we go. There are 5 available pitches on here. I think that one up there could be a seasonal pitch, but it's a 5-pitch CL site. Gate gets locked in the evenings and it's only tourers, so caravans or motorhomes. There's no other facilities here. It's just a pitch. As I said, gates get locked in the evening, all safe and secure. And bearing in mind you're 9 minutes away from civilization, big roads, you can't hear anything here. You can't hear anything. apart from the skylark singing. Oh, I love a skylark. As soon as I hear a skylark at the beginning of spring, my spirits go woof. Well, not literally woof, but they go up. So here we go. When you come in and arrive, your name will be on a pitch. Apparently I'm Jan Paul. But there we go. I don't mind being. My dad was going to call me Jean Paul. That's spelt Jean. And in the 70s and 80s, when I was at school, being called Gene, as a young boy, could have had a twofold effect. I could have ended up the best MMA fighter or boxer in the world. I've been duffed up every day because everyone would have called me Gene. He got a girl's name. Kids are lovely, aren't they? Anyway, all the plots are here. They're all hard standing. Plot 1, plot 2, plot 3, 4. The next one is a gap that goes down to something I'll tell you about in a minute. 5 and 6. Okay, you've got this nice green out the front. All fruit trees. There, it's an orchard, which you're able to walk around, take your dog for a walk on, and there's a poo bin in the middle. Brilliant. The pitches are super flat. Super flat. Really nice. And it got water and electric on each pitch. Now, I think you're allowed to let your water waste dribble out here. It's a hard standing pitch. Let's grab this, because there's something else here I want to show you. Yeah, you know what I've got in my pocket, mate, don't you? So there's your drinking water. Everything available on your pitch. And that's it. As I said, Barb and Matty live in that lodge. Lovely, lovely people. Matty's flipping lovely. As soon as you meet him, you'll think, what a nice bloke. Really nice chap. And then he tells you about this. Let me take you down here. So it's got a couple of little avenues. This one takes you... There's Gladys, look, Gladys. Now, she's got a lot of work being done on her from next Monday. Oh, look, there's a little dunnock. From next Monday, she's having all rear new brakes and handbrake adjust, a full service. Then I might have clipped something in a Tesco's car park, so I'm taking it to the boys to get them to repair that. I've got a buzz rack to go underneath the back box to put my chairs, table and maybe my My Rider bike on. I've got to sort all the inside of the back box out, sort under the bed out, get everything out, because I've got about 30 years worth of food in one of the cupboards and we don't need that when we go to where we're going. Oh look, that looks like a little chaffinch nest there. And easily distracted, aren't we, us birders. And then just get it generally all polished and cleaned up for our trip. And I'm taking you too. Yeah, lucky old lot. Right, so down here are your bins. Please recycle. He said the council are a bit picky about recycling. So all recyclable stuff in these ones, and any just household waste is in the green ones. Same colour as ours back in Essex. Blue for your recyclables and green for your non-recyclables. That's where you empty your toilet out, nice hose there, and it's away from the rest of the fresh drinking water, which is what I like. Sometimes you'll go to a campsite and that, where you wash your poo out of your toilet, next to it will be where the fresh water, you fill up with fresh water. There's a few campsites like that. Now, it don't take long for bacteria and viruses to travel along somewhere like that to next door, so you have to be a little bit careful. Anyway, and then you've got this, which Raven's really happy about, aren't you, mate? Now, over the back is another fishing lake, but it's been drained at the moment. For whatever reason, I don't know, so I can't fish that. I might go up there and take you up there and have a look, just for a little looky. But this is a fully enclosed dog walking area. Come here, boy. Oh, am I going to have a run, Dad? Yes, you are. Whee! There he goes. Where's my flipping ball? Here it is. Raven. There we go. You can have a run. So your dogs can be let off in here, have a run around like he is. Hey, look at me go. Look at him go, bless his heart. Can have a run around here. Dog poo bin there. And another dog poo bin up the other end. And the other nice thing here is, as well, it put there's water standpipes in here. And it put a nice dog bowl underneath each one, which is clean when I turn up. Not full of leaves and stuff. So he obviously comes out and keeps an eye on it. All right. Growling that. So that's a nice little touch, isn't it? Kick me bloody ball dead. All right. That weren't far, you idiot. All right then. So, yeah, you've got this. At the back there, oh, for God's sake, Raven, go on. Up the back there is a private campsite. Whatever that means, I'm not too sure. There's his chickens. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the chooks. But there's just like little country lanes round here, little farm lanes. It's flipping lovely. This might be for that's the CL site there. So your certified location with your camping and motorhoming club. And this is not. There's your chickens there, look. That's where your eggs come from. I think this is possibly quite a longer stay. A longer stay campsite. But I'm going to go and have a look over there because that's where the fishing lake is. But this looks nice. Yeah, I think this is probably more of a long stay campsite. There's a couple, these look like maybe residentials, but that's nice. Such a lovely bloke. Such a lovely bloke. And there we go. Dog Run Orchard. Wherever flipping. Oh, I'll tell you what, he'll drop his ball over there and then I've got to walk all the way over there to pick it up to come back here, I bet you. Gibbon! Ribbon! Hang on a minute. As predicted, Raven's a long dog, so he's not the best at recall. He does come back mostly, but what I've taught him to do is to stand still. He won't move for anything. So I just shout at him usually, Raven, wait. And he stands there. And that's it. He won't flipping move. He won't move. Right, so this is what's called Parsonage CL site, which is still owned by the guys, but this looks more like it's got people staying in it for longer periods over the winter time. I'm going to go and have a look at this fishing lake. Can I get down to it? Yes. To the lake. There we go. But lovely round. It's quiet. I can't believe how quiet it is. And it's really well tended. It's lovely. Little stream here. Going down this road. Quite a bit of wildlife around here. Sparrowhawks. Seen a sparrowhawk. I've actually just found a sparrowhawk kill. Blackbird. It's been a sparrowhawk's breakfast. Rabbits. Muntjac. All the usual. Now he said this was slightly drained. It don't look like it, but maybe you can't fish it. Let's go and have a look. Come on, Raven. But he said you can walk where you like, basically. No, it looks like it's got a bit of water in it. He said you can walk where you like round here. And he said 500 odd acres of farmland. Oh, this looks a nice lake. When you look on, and then this place is on search for sites, I'll put it up here now for you to find it. When you look on search for sites, what I do is on search for sites, I'll go on the normal page and then I'll go on the satellite map. So I'll go from the map to the satellite map, and this don't look like it's drained that much. And then what I'll do is on the satellite map, I'll look around the area. And then when you look at this lake on a satellite map, it's obviously just been dug. Does look low. Does look low. That's a shame. I wanted to fish this. It looked like it's just been dug. So I don't think it's a very old lake. I don't think. Let's flip you around and show you the lake. There you go. There's the lake. And you can usually fish this. Unfortunately, for some reason, oh, it's very low. Yeah, it's very low in water, and it looks like a pretty new lake. It's just been dug out. But it's nice, isn't it? Real nice. Look at those birds. I love this time of year. And these are all territorial calls. They're not just singing because they're happy. A bit like me, I don't sing because I'm happy. I'm never happy. But they sing and they're all planning out their territories at the moment. Looks like a load of wintergreens or something in all these fields around here. Loads of them. Might be sugar beet. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, you can see the bottom of it. It's a lovely clear lake. But it's very low, very shallow. And it does say on search for sites fishing. But as I said, you've got that other lake up the back there. I don't know whether to fit one of my little rods together and go down there lightweight. Oh, that looked like a flipping dipper that just took off there. No, can't be. But this one looks lovely. Looks well nice. There we go. So yeah, I've got a little lake here, but it's not that full of water. That needs another foot. There's a drain there, so it probably needs another foot odd of water going in there. As I said, it's a relatively new lake, so there might not be that many fish in there yet. It might not have stocked it. There's another kill site there. Looks like a pigeon. And what happens is that'll be, I would think that would have been a sparrowhawk that killed that. It's very difficult for a fox to catch a pigeon. They can creep up on them. If it was down there drinking, they could creep up on them, and as it's sitting there having a drink, it would float. But generally, down these banks, a sparrowhawk would take that out, and that's the primary predator, the primary killer. Sparrowhawk, usually what they do is they'll pull the head off and then eat the chest meat, eat the breast meat out of the bird, and then leave the carcass, and then it will get secondarily predated by a fox. The fox will pick the rest of it up and take it away and eat it. So you usually just find that. There's a blackbird up there that's been killed. You see his breast meat's been eaten out, and then later on tonight a fox come along and take that. But that's lovely, so peaceful here. And that's us over there. Lovely. Jubbly. I thought I'd come for a walk. I'm just sitting in the van all day. There's an inkling of a little bright thing in the sky. We are just behind me here. And he walked down this little footpath. It's a bit gusty today, a bit windy, so apologies for that if it's coming through. However, tomorrow it's going to be big winds, big boy winds tomorrow, apparently. You can never tell in this country at the moment, can you? Flipping raining all the time. And if you look on some of the flight planners, there's aeroplanes going up and down, up and down, up and down. Don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of unrest in the UK at the moment. And if it's peeing down the rain all the time and windy and horrible and nasty weather, people don't want to go out today and protest. Because they all like a flipping protest, don't they? Bloody hell. Anyway, apparently this lake is stunning and it's not far. I've walked half the distance already. I can see the lake. Around here in the summertime will be incredible. It'd be absolutely lovely. Really nice. I think that in the field there is RAPE seed. The yellow flower. There, all the way round. But oh, it's a bit windy today. Oh, is that coming out on the blooming on the mic? Yeah, but it's not far. I thought I might as well come over and show you, because you will want to come here. If you're a local, probably don't even know about this place. It's 40 minutes from Dartford Crossing to get here. But it's nice people. That makes a campsite. When you turn up to a campsite, sometimes you turn up the campsite, usually big campsites owned by big camping companies. Not all of them. So I'm just generalising here. The wardens, it's a job to them. Not their lifestyle, not their choice. It's a job. All right, it's their choice, but it's a job. With these people, that's what they do. Lovely. Oh, it's a nice lake. Apparently you can walk all round it. There's woodland over there. It's pretty cool, Matty. It's like, you walk where you like. You go where you want, mate. So round here, dog walking, fantastic. There's a solar farm there, she said, Barbara, who is lovely, is equally as nice as Matty. Really nice lady. Now to fish this, you need one of them. One of them. Because this is keepered land, and if you are over here without one of them, you have the gamekeeper after you. Need I say any more? and you'll be as swiftly hoofed off. Woo. So much low-lying water at the moment, top water. Everywhere's muddy and this lake is full to the brim. But it looks nice, quite a big lake. Now where do I set up? The wind's blowing that way, which means usually all the food gets blown to one end, so they like sitting up one end where the food's getting blown. But that's it, we're here. So you can see the van, you can see the top of Gladys in the distance there. And then you walk down that little path and you're here. Now apparently this fills up and feeds their bottom lake. That's what happens. But look at that. Let's have a little walk round. Some overhanging branches here. Nice, isn't it? You can walk all round it, but obviously you can't fish all round it. But that little corner over there, that little slack bit, looks good. And there's a little slack bit up there as well. There's a lot of problems at the moment with this high water. Carp seem to like, I suppose it's how they naturally migrate from one pond to another, the big fish. Because some of the lakes and ponds are overflowing like this, the fish are swimming up and following the water, getting stuck on fields, which is not ideal, is it? It's like a fish out of water, aren't they? Let's have a look up here. It's a huge solar farm here. Why don't they put them higher? Right? Put them higher and then plant a crop underneath it. I've seen sheep in these places. Oh, that looks pretty tidy there as well, doesn't it, there? By them trees. There's a runoff pipe there as well. Very cloudy water. I might have a little plop in. I just want to get out of the wind. I'm sick of the wind. Let's take you over there, because that's an island by the looks of it in the middle. And there's the solar farm. And hanging in that tree is one of my favourite items. A flipping balloon, which never rots away. Well done if you let that go. Flipping balloons. Anyway, let's carry on up here. Now you can walk all through here, all round, wherever you want to go here. They're quite good with letting you roam. So ideal if you're just a bit of a hiker. You can walk to a couple of pubs. Bit of a walk, but you can. And obviously you've got all the shops up there, the range, loads of different, like, it's a retail outlet. But ooh. This looks like a well-established pond or lake. There's probably other things in there. I reckon there's pike in there now. There's got to be pike in there. I ain't got no maggots. I've got sweet corn, luncheon meat, boilies, fake maggots. Right, let's have a look round here, see what we can see. Right, kind of as expected. Underneath that fallen branch there, that's some carp swimming around. So I'm going to go in here somewhere, I think. Don't want to get too close to snags. And a snag is somewhere where a fish will head to, basically. So they know their terrain under the water. So if they get caught or attacked or anything, they'll head for that, where they can feel safe. But that's what then gets you all hooked up. But all their food and that will be getting blown down here. It's very cloudy. So I might just plop it on the margin here. Or over there out the wind. Finally! Lovely little common. Look at that. Some dorsal fin sticking up. That is a beautiful fish. Apparently some big ones in here, £27. Look at that. What a beautiful fish. Let's get her back. Happy days. Here we go. Another little common. Lovely, healthy, flipping fish. Obviously they ain't been caught that often. Beautiful. Look at that. Happy flipping days. In this campsite, obviously owns this lake, and you can only fish on this lake if you're on a campsite. No day tickets. So, and there's 5 pitches there. Work that out. Flipping lovely. Mwah. Happy days. Let's let it go. And that's that. Right. What a lovely flipping day. Just a bit of a break in the weather. I feel totally re-energised now. And look at this, look. I'm the only one here. Cracking campsite. Anyway, where are we going next, you ask? Well, let's show you. Right, we're leaving here. We're taking to the next place now, which is only up the road. So it's not too far a journey. I just wanted to show you these 2 campsites that are quite close to where we are. And they're flipping lovely. Well, this one is anyway. And the flipping sun's come out today. Van gel all day yesterday. High winds and sleet, drizzle all day. There you go. Anyway. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to this next place and show you there. Here we are, somewhere else. We're at Leobay on the Isle of Sheppey. Queenborough's over there. I'm going to take you in for a walk over there. I found this campsite because there's not many campsites on the Isle of Sheppey. And this one, actually on the island, had the best reviews. It's not a big site. How many pitches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pitches. Flip round to show you. Look at that old van there, look. Leobay. I tell you what, don't ever take first appearances. When you come in here, you come through like an industrial estate, then you come through like a housing estate, and you think, where the bloody hell am I going? Where am I going? And you have to do a tight turn up this track, get up the top here. It's like a little Oasis. It's flipping lovely weather today, and you've got that view, look, of the industrial landscape of Sheppey. Ooh. I'm going to go for a walk into town tomorrow. Just got here, just chilling out. You will meet Steve when you pull up. It's 30 quid a night here. There are showers over there, in like a porter cabin type showers. Clean. Dated, but clean. Very clean. Little pond now. Frog spawning. My first bit of frog spawn I've seen this year. Raven loves it. He's got a dog called Alfie. Like a staff. He's the most friendliest dog you've ever met. When you pull out, you meet Steve. He's a flipping lovely bloke. Really nice bloke. And when you pull onto a campsite, they're the people you first meet, and that's what your impressions go on. If you were to pull up here and meet someone miserable, like me, you'd think, oh, I don't like it here. But we love it. If you're a bit of a campsite snob, might not be for you, but it's clean, tidy, and the guy that owns it, Steve, let me sit down, my back's gone, is a flipping gentleman. Really nice bloke. Tells you all about the area, settles you in, makes you feel at home, let the dog off. He said, is he friendly? I went, yeah, of course he is. He went, let him off. Let him have a run around. He said, I like seeing dogs having a walk around, having a sniff about. He said, just pick his poo up. I let him off. He had a bit of a play with his staffy. And he went on and had a mooch. Didn't he, mate? Yeah, got a new mate, Dad. I know you got a new mate. He gives you kisses, didn't he? Yeah, no, not too sure about that though, Dad. He's a boy. Oh well. Anyway, nice. If you're just coming for a couple of days, I mean, apparently over the weekend this was rammed. Everyone left. It's Monday today, so everyone left this morning. But I thought, come here, a couple of days, and then we're moving on somewhere else for a few days. But I like the look of this. And we're going to go for a walk down the river into the local village, town, and have a little look, show you about. What do you reckon on that? Yeah? Happy flipping days. But nice little spot. Quiet, peaceful. Got the river over there. Alright, it's quite industrial around here, and you've got what comes with an industrial area, like the obligatory shopping trolley just off the beach. There we go. Isn't that nice? I like Steve. He's a flipping legend. What a nice bloke. Really nice fella. Anyway, Sammy's sorting the van out.
That's my new name. I'm not called Sammy anymore. I'm Sammy sorting the van out.
Sammy sorting the van out. That's her new surname. That's alright. But it's a nice day today, so whenever you've got a nice breezy day like this, and it's good enough to hang your washing out, open all the windows in your van. Ventilation is key with these things. If you don't ventilate these vans, you end up with mould problems, damp, etc, etc, etc. Also, I've got dehumidifying boxes in there and bags that hang up in a wardrobe. I always keep things like that in there. And whenever I pull up somewhere like this, or when it's a nice day, I open up my side flaps, all my lockers get opened up, all the doors and windows get opened up, give it an air out. It's key. Anyway, let's take you over, show the town. Let's have a little walk around the shop, say, see what's over there. Apparently it's a nice fish and chip shop. Ooh. Here we are, Isle of Sheppey. Right, we're going to check out the local town now, Queenborough. Now, I wanted to come around this area. It's flipping windy again. It's a vlogger's nightmare wind. Oh my God. Anyway, I wanted to come in. My mum's uncle had a cafe on the other side of the Isle of Sheppey. And my mum used to come here when she was a little girl with my nan and go camping in an old caravan over the other side of the Isle of Sheppey. Back in the days of innocence, just after the Second World War, when people are getting to grips with life again and trying to enjoy themselves rather than hiding in a flipping Anderson shelter. But I'm not going to even say I'd imagine. This place has changed in a very short amount of time. Very short amount of time. So let's take you over to this town and show you what it's all about. We're just exploring with you. Let's go, eh? You ready?
I'm ready.
We're in Queenborough. This is at the end of the street that you drive in on. Probably by halfway down it, you probably think, what the flipping hell have I done here? But the campsite's like a little oasis. I'm just going to take you for a little walk around the town now. You've got a nice little park there. There's ladies over there planting up a planter, you know, but it's a proper stereotypical sort of urban British, in brackets, seaside town. And the love of our country's gone out the window, I think, anyway. You go down the high street, all charity shops, fake bars and Turkish hairdressers, you know, litter everywhere, and then you go to France, you'll be able to see a bit of litter down the motorway, and you come back here and just think, oh, flipping hell, mate. But anyway, let's show you what I'm looking at rather than moaning. I like moaning. So this is the high street, Queenborough. We're doing now. Got a little pub there. That looks all right. That looks all right there.
That's a bed and breakfast.
Oh, is it bed and breakfast as well? Phillies bar. Bed and breakfast. As I say, no expectations. Don't really know this area at all. But I wanted to come here to show you guys and just have a look around. But there we go. Oh, there's a surprise. There we go. Barbers and a Chinese. So that's where we are. Castle Cafe. Some of the old buildings around here are flipping lovely. 1897, that old building there. Looks like an old, maybe the town hall. Maybe, I don't think it's a church. But where are we going? Town centre that way. Let's cross over. I don't know how long I'm going to spend in this little town. There you go. I'm going to have to choose my lottery numbers tonight. Let's have a look down there, see what the town centre's like. Right, we're in Queenborough now. Bit of a mission to get here, but look, this is it. You've got the riverfront just over the back there. There's a few pubs where you can sit and look over the river. Now, Steve on the campsite said there's a decent fish and chip shop here, so what I'm going to do, because I've come to the seaside, I'm going to go and find the fish and chips. I'm going to sit over there with a pint and look across the water. See how we go. Here we go, it's the Isle of Sheppey, if we've never been here before. There we go. There's a rail station here. But on the Isle of Sheppey, there's a place called Elmley, which is a wildlife bird reserve. That is a flipping epic. I'll leave a video up here from when I went to Sheppey, probably the last time. And if you want to go there and see some fantastic bird life, that's the place to go. Ticket only, or you can join it up as like a family type thing. Really good there, really good. We're just going to have a little wander around here, see what's around here. There's a little tea room there. There's a micro pub there, which I see on the net. What's this? Another tea room here. Flying Dutchman pub, which looks like it's flown away. Queenborough Yacht Club. Let's have a look up here. So there we go, that's what's over that sea wall. I mean, there's good places and rough places in the whole of flipping Great Britain, isn't there? But this looks like a really nice walk all the way down here. You can walk all the way through there, down by the power station and gasworks and the container base. And there we go, we're over there. Right on the other side of there, that's where we are. But this old house at home pub seems really nice, friendly. Locals just come out, told us it was dog friendly, seemed really nice. So I'll probably go in there for a pint, but we're going to explore around here for a little while and then go for a pint. What do you say on that one?
Yep.
Well, that was convincing. Another pub here, that pub down the road there. Don't look open, but this one does. Must admit, something else I've noticed here as well is there are security cameras flipping everywhere. Everywhere. There we go. Pick the bones out of that one. Oh, Diagon Alley, Hogwarts there now. It's got Hogwarts. Some of these old buildings are flipping ancient. There's one back there, 17 something. But as you can see, it's another stereotypical seaside town. We're going to have a walk down there in a minute, because down there, that there on the corner, is the back end of that pub. But I just want to have a look up here first, see what's up there, and then we're going to go down there. Was there a seafood place here? Flipping sure there was.
I'm sure I'll have to have a look.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen a seafood place. Just going to have a quick walk up here, then we're going to go back down there for a beer and summarise this video. Flipping give you shame. Back at base, we're back at base now, and a nice little walk round now. Queenborough, no S, I kept saying Queensborough for some flipping reason, but Queenborough. It's well nice, it's alright. It's alright, this campsite's like a little bit of an oasis. Alright, it's in an industrial sort of environment. We walked into town, locals really friendly. That pub we went into, we went back to that pub and had a drink now. Flipping really nice people in the pub, all the locals were nice. And on the way back, we popped and got some fish and chips.
We did. I had steak and kidney pie.
You had steak and kidney pie. Pucker pie, obviously. Steak, kidney pie and chips, and I had a sausage and chips. Flipping nice chips, mate, weren't they?
Did you give Raven any?
Yeah, had a bit of sausage.
You know what that means?
Oh yeah, wind. Oh, and chips, yeah. Oh, God, give that dog chips and it's like gas mask time. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's that. The first campsite we went to is more up our street. Flipping lovely. Lovely owners, and I could go and do a bit of fishing and hundreds of acres to walk around. This campsite's like a stop up. If you was coming here for the weekend, you know, with a couple of mates, you could have a walk down to the pubs in the evening, get some fish and chips on the way back. Perfect weekend campsite. Any longer than that, I probably wouldn't go unless you had a car, and then you could perhaps go to Elmley. If you have a look underneath in the info below this video, there'll be my videos of Elmley in there. Brilliant for birding.
That's great.
Flipping
It's
fantastic. So this campsite we're on now, again, really nice. Owner's flipping lovely. Steve, spot on fella. It's well tended for, really nice. Like a family feel. I said to Sammy yesterday, I feel like I'm camping in a long lost old mate's back garden. Yeah. It's lovely, all little plant pots everywhere and a little wildlife pond. Really nice. So that's it. So from here, we're going to a campsite about half hour away from here. Going to meet up with our lovely friends who you've seen before, Gareth and Lee. We're going to a campsite there with a bit more going on around. So we'll take you there and take you on another adventure. Happy flipping days. So from us, this one's all over and done. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a bit different, bit eclectic. I like to get loads of different things in the videos. Bit long as well, but there we go. People like the long form videos nowadays. So you make your mind up. Would you come here? Or would you go to the other place? Leave your comments below.
That sun's just wonderful.
Oh, the sun's massive. It's not just here, is it?
No, I know, but it's what I mean. It's the warmth.
It is nice. Sun's out. Happy
yeah.
flipping days. So you take care, stay safe and stay sane. We'll see you on the next one. We've got loads to flipping do. Once this weekend's over, we have got a flipping lot to do for our next big adventure across the water in a different country. So keep watching. Catch you all later. Tatty bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Come on, Raven, go for a walk. He ain't going nowhere, he's had chips.